Okay, this is the Montgomery Wards Airline, the model 35WG1573B. These are the parts I replaced. Resistors and tubes. So the 6v6 was testing bad. Now it tests good. I replaced this 6BE6, and I also did the RF app. I replaced that with other used stuff I had. So I'm getting my information like this. So right now I'm hooked up to pin 7. Oops, which is right there. But it's I had to go over here to this capacitor to get on the insulation. So, and that's pin 7 of this one. Grid number 3. And the reason I hooked up to that is because referencing from my Helicrafters, that recommended me to hook up to this one on the 27 ohms. So I'm referencing from the Helicrafters to grid number 3, I think. 1, 2, 3, yeah, pin 7 of the 6BE6. So that's what we're doing. So now my equipment ain't working here. I gotta bend this thing up really tight. Piece of crap I buy. Well, it's at 455 kilohertz. I don't think this is going to work out well with. I have another one that's better. So let me zero this thing up. I think it's zeroed. Good enough. So this is AC. Put it up a few just to play safe. It's very not adjusted, obviously, but it will be when I come back to X 1.2. So that's X12 1.2. She zeroes back up. I'll turn the radio on. If I can bend the shit out of this thing. Well, I'll bend it until it breaks, I guess. 455. Close enough. I will do a better job after when I have two hands. So I'm hooked up to the installation on this capacitor right here. It goes to pin number 7, which is right there. All the capacitors have been changed except for a couple, because I have a couple in this. I have a couple in this bag yet. So these are all the waxies I took out. I'm planning on restuffing them with these things next summer. I don't remember how they tested. So here we are. Where's my frequency? I'll put my audio tone into it. I know how. This one up here. There, we got her. So we're at 455. don't think it's very accurate there with numbers, so. But if I do pull this up, we'll see it here. 454, I'm not going to try to turn that. Not right now. So what I'm going to do is turn this one and this one. This is the one right from the 6BE6. I'll probably call it a 12BE6, don't matter. I don't have a tool with me fine enough to fit that. Then this one here is a really small slot. So I'll have to go get that because I'm not prepared. 6" for pure tone. Reference here. I got a reference here. Something to reference. I got something to reference here, which is this. I don't think it has a components list. No, this is the receiver. This is from a withdrawn book from the library. I used to check it out, I think. So I built this. I could get this to work to transmit, but I had to put like a 450 ohm from here to ground and have a bypass capacitor. And it's still red plated. So I don't know, but it would broadcast on the FM. Here she is, I think. So withdrawn from the library. Right here. I don't like old radio books, so. Anyways, moving on, I will try to do this. I don't know if I can. I think I need two hands. That's going to be... I don't like doing that because I have to probably use a screwdriver and that stuff can round off very easy. So I'll pause and come back here. Back on. It feels like there's a whole crap load of gap in here. So we'll watch it. I have no voltage showing here. Don't know why. $454. Is my meter hooked up? Oh, my meter's not hooked up. Maybe that will give me a little better. Let me get my meter hooked up here. The speaker. I think it's this one. Where's the other one? Where is it? I guess nothing. This one should be the one. I don't get it. Maybe I need the speaker disconnected. There, I got a little reading here. Not much on the 1.2 scale. RF is up all the way. If I hook it right up to the control grid, it'll just blast. So we'll see what happens here. So I will be turning this in the IF right from the 12 or 6BE6. See what happens. I think I better go by ear. Hook the speaker back up. Speaker. This, no good. It's not giving me enough. Okay, now this baby here. I forgot the other kind of screwdriver. So that's maximum amplitude there. I will see if this thing will. Okay, I have to get the other screwdriver. Okay, so I'm in the center of the tone here. Let me pull up on that. So we're adjusting it to 454, which I will readjust it to 455 after, but right now we'll just get it here. So here we go to this one. Right about there. This one here is center. So now I have to flip it around and get the top side. This is showing nothing. Let me see if disconnect the speaker. It shows a little bit, but my ears are doing just fine with the audio tone. What does that say? Most of the caps have been replaced. Needs 2.02s, 400 film. That's probably for the AC. Maybe 2.06. I don't know, AC line. So we leave a note with it. I gotta shut this off and flip the radio, I guess. Back on. I hooked my VTVM up. I did have the lower side of the VTVM to the chassis, but now I put it to this speaker output. It made no difference. So we're at 454 still. We will go back to this one. Woo! It's all the way down. All the way clockwise. It must have silver mica disease. This one can have the silver mica disease. I don't think that one can. That's where she goes. So this one I might take apart and put those 100 mica picofarads across it. But I don't really have that sound. But that greatly improved at the top side. So this one was bad. Might still be bad. It's still bad. Red top means it's still bad. This one here I replaced then. This one here I replaced the 6, no, this is the oscillator mixer. That one I replaced because that had real bad. One tester said, she gets pretty hot. One tester said high grid leakage, the other one said shorted. My dad's old tester said shorted. The 6BA6 I replaced it. This one here was weak. Both diodes were weak, and so was triode. This one here was marked with red on the top of it. I don't remember if it was weak. Had some leakage, but now it tests good, so she's good to go. The 6X5, good to go. This here is disconnected. So it sounds like I'm in the park here. I will go through it one more time. Try to get it to 455. And it should pick up. I have to replace this bulb. Only if sometimes I don't like them to light up though. So it'd probably be on when in the dark. So I may not replace that. So this is it. This is January 28th, Orange and Beginner's Corner. That's this one. I would like to get it put back together here in another picture of it. Let's see. Okay, this one right from the 6BE6. It says 455 kilohertz. It's not bright enough in here. When it gets louder, it's because of this. This here is garbage. So anyways, it's hooked up to the sleeve of the grid number 3 of pin number 7 of the 6BE6. This one here, I adjusted up a little more. It got louder yet. This one here, I got it just a smidge louder. So I'm going to flip it around again. This is the audio input for a 45 changer or something. I will flip it around. This thing here I'm going to be replacing. That's probably where the other yellow jackets come. I usually replace those things because I don't like them. So I got 330 ohm cathode resistor. And I think the yellow is still hooked up, so I think that's still hooked up in this here. So I have to get like a 22 microfarad or something and bypass that 330 ohm, because apparently that's still hooked up in that old original capacitor. I'm going to flip this back on. I checked it, it's still at 455, so I'm going to see, this is all the way clockwise, so all I can do is turn the counter. So it's at the maximum volume there. I think about there. This sucker gets hot. The 6BE6. I like to keep the shields off. They cool better. I mean, that 6BE6 is shielded. They're shielded tubes. Maybe not that one. I thought these had shielded. It says grid number on the 6BA6s. I'm pretty sure. When I look at my tube manual, it says grid number 3 and inside shield, internal shield on the 6BA6. And I think that's true on the 6BE6, but I didn't pay attention. Well, that would have to be pin number 2 then. But definitely on this one, internal shield on with grid number 3. According to my tube book. I think that's just because I'm near the stuff. So I guess I'm done. We're at it does say 455. Now I'll shut off the amplitude here. Take some pretty tough fingers to do that. So my oh, it's bouncing to 456, which is fine. So I might put that on there. This one does not get hot. I like to go without the cover on this one, especially this one. We'll see. I'll turn the radio around and get a flash of the whole thing assembled. I have the speaker hooked up this time. Okay, this is going to quit at any time. This is the channel I like listening to. These got to be replaced. These two are still going to be replaced. These were replaced.
Thanks for being with us. And next week I promise you another story filled with suspense and as the unbalanced go along as big on Zelschmidt. So join us, won't you, when next I return as the man called X. Good night.
Old radio night. So it's hard for me to get this channel at my distance. So if I get a radio that this channel comes in, it's a pretty good radio. So these are the parts that were replaced. These two got to be replaced, and that's about it. I got the antenna properly hooked up. I got this shut off. This shut off because this thing can sometimes make noise on AM, maybe. This is it. Signing off of January 28th, I think. Orange Beginner's Corner, over and out.